Have you ever been relaxing on the couch when your dog suddenly walks up and starts licking your face, hands, or even your feet? At first it might seem like a simple sign of affection, but the real reason dogs lick their owners might surprise you. Scientists who study animal behavior say this small action reveals something much deeper about how dogs think, communicate, and bond with humans. Dogs have lived alongside humans for thousands of years, and during that time they have developed incredibly complex ways to interact with us. Licking is one of those behaviors that seems simple on the surface, but in reality it carries layers of meaning connected to instinct, communication, memory, and emotional bonding. Veterinarians and animal behavior researchers from organizations like the American Kennel Club have studied this behavior extensively, and the results reveal fascinating insights into the relationship between humans and dogs. Most dog owners assume licking simply means love. And while that is partly true, scientists have discovered that licking can serve several different purposes at the same time. It can be a way to communicate, a sign of trust, a learned behavior, or even a sensory investigation. To understand why dogs lick their owners, we first have to look at where this behavior originally comes from. Long before dogs became household companions, their ancestors lived in packs in the wild. Wolves and wild canids use licking as an important social signal. When wolf pups greet their mother after she returns from hunting, they lick around her mouth. This behavior encourages the mother to regurgitate food for them. It's a survival instinct that ensures young pups get nourishment. Even when dogs grow up and no longer need food from their parents, that instinctive behavior doesn't disappear. Instead, it transforms into a social greeting. Animal behavior researchers have observed that dogs often lick other dogs around the muzzle as a friendly signal. It's essentially a canine way of saying hello and reinforcing social bonds. So when your dog walks up and starts licking your face, it may actually be using an ancient instinct that originally evolved thousands of years ago. In your dog's mind, this behavior is a natural greeting ritual, but that's only the beginning. Another fascinating reason dogs lick their owners involves communication. Dogs don't speak human language, so they rely on body signals and behaviors to express emotions. Licking is one of the clearest ways they can communicate how they feel. In canine social behavior, licking can signal submission and trust. When a dog licks another dog that is higher in the social hierarchy, it can be a peaceful gesture that says, "I trust you" or "I respect you." This same instinct often transfers to humans. Your dog may see you as a leader or caregiver, and licking becomes a way to strengthen that relationship. In many cases, dogs lick their owners when they're feeling calm, safe, and emotionally connected. But the real reason might surprise you. Sometimes dogs lick simply because they enjoy the taste. Human skin naturally produces salt through sweat, and dogs have incredibly sensitive noses and taste receptors. Their sense of smell is estimated to be tens of thousands of times stronger than ours. That means even tiny traces of salt, food, lotion, or environmental scents on your skin can be interesting to them. Veterinarians often explain that dogs explore the world through their mouths in much the same way humans explore through touch. When a dog licks your hand after you've been outside or after eating, it may simply be gathering information about where you've been and what you've encountered. To your dog, your skin carries a story of sense. And scientists discovered something fascinating about what happens inside a dog's brain during licking. Research into canine neuroscience suggests that repetitive licking can trigger the release of endorphins. Endorphins are chemicals in the brain that promote feelings of comfort and relaxation. This means licking may actually help dogs calm themselves when they are stressed or excited. If you've ever noticed your dog licking you repeatedly after a long day apart, it may be part greeting and part emotional regulation. Your presence reassures them, and licking becomes a soothing behavior. Most dog owners never notice this, but dogs also learn from our reactions. If a puppy licks your hand and you respond by petting them, talking to them, or laughing, the dog quickly learns that licking gets attention. From the dog's perspective, this behavior works extremely well. Dogs are excellent learners when it comes to human reactions. Studies in canine cognition showed that dogs constantly observe human body language and responses. Over time, they associate certain behaviors with rewards. So if licking leads to affection, eye contact, or playtime, dogs will repeat it. What begins as instinct gradually becomes reinforced through learning. But there's another surprising reason dogs lick their owners, and it involves empathy. Modern research into dog psychology shows that dogs are highly sensitive to human emotions. They can detect subtle changes in our facial expressions, body posture, and even the tone of our voice. Some studies suggest dogs may also respond to emotional cues through scent. When humans feel stressed or anxious, the body releases specific chemical signals that dogs can detect with their powerful noses. That means when you're sad, stressed, or tired, your dog may actually notice. Many veterinarians report that dogs often lick their owners more when they sense emotional distress. In these situations, licking may function as a comforting gesture. As a dog's way of responding to the emotional state of someone they care about. But the most surprising discovery about dog licking might be connected to bonding. Scientists studying the relationship between humans and dogs have found that positive interaction between the two species can trigger the release of oxytocin. Oxytocin is sometimes called the bonding hormone. It plays a major role in social attachment between parents and children, as well as between humans and their pets. When dogs and humans interact through eye contact, petting, and affectionate behavior, oxytocin levels can rise in both species. In other words, when your dog licks you and you respond with affection, both of your brains may actually be strengthening your emotional connection. This is one reason the bond between humans and dogs can feel so powerful. It's not just emotional, it's also biological. And near the end of this story comes perhaps the most unexpected fact of all. Some animal behavior scientists believe that licking may also help dogs gather detailed chemical information about their owners. Dogs have a special sensory organ in the roof of their mouth called the vomer nasal organ, which can detect certain chemical signals. When a dog licks you, it may be analyzing tiny scent particles that reveal information about your mood, health, or environment. In a way, licking may function as a combination of greeting, investigation, and bonding all at once. So the next time your dog starts licking your hands or face, remember that this small gesture carries thousands of years of evolutionary history. It can be a greeting rooted in ancient wolf behavior, a signal of trust and respect, a learned behavior reinforced by attention, a sensory exploration of scent and taste, and even a biological process that strengthens the bond between you and your dog. Dogs may not speak our language, but their behaviors tell powerful stories about how they experience the world, and licking is one of the clearest ways they express connection. Now I'm curious about something. Does your dog lick your hands, your face, or maybe even your feet when you come home? And do you think it's affection, curiosity, or something else? Share your dog's behavior in the comments below. Every dog has its own personality, and those small habits often reveal something fascinating about the incredible relationship between humans and dogs. Because the truth is, what looks like a simple lick might actually be one of the deepest expressions of trust a dog can give.